Hello there guys, and today we have an episode of our FIFA 14 career mode series. Now today guys, we are getting back into it. So I'm going to go over in this episode what we sort of need to get catched up on. Like I feel like you guys are missing out a lot on what's going on, because I feel like I've let you sort of down. So on like you don't know what's going on basically. So I'm going to go over a few things already. So we've played the first half of the season. We're into the January transfer window now, so we're going to look and to improve our squad. Now, yesterday we uploaded that video of apology video. If you guys haven't seen that, then I'll leave it in the description for you guys to go check out. Somebody left a comment saying, sign Mark Bartra. Now, this guy, we're going to look here, he's a centre-back, plays for Barcelona. I have heard of him before, actually. I go to look at some of his stats, because we are looking to buy a centre back, so you can see in some of our shortlist we do have a centre back there. But you can see there he's 6 foot, tall, just what I want. But his work rates are high, medium, and he can play right back as well. Don't get me wrong. So he would fit into the squad actually, because unfortunately right now Coleman's form is pretty low. But with that high medium work rate, it's not for me. But this guy here, you may think he's 25, but he's one of those players I've heard that just shoot up in potential. And I have looked, and you can see here their price ranging him at 10 million. So he is, he's worth a lot. So he must be a decent overall, I'm guessing. And some of his key stats are his strength, and I do believe height as well. I do believe he's pretty tall. Now, in the last episode, if you did actually watch the episode, we do have this this striker. Now, he is age 23. He's valued at 250,000. So and is that a sport? I don't even want to pronounce sport addict. I don't even know, but it means he's not a crucial first team player. So I'm thinking, is this guy even worth buying? Because if he's only worth 250 grand, then he obviously ain't that good, and plus he's not even in the first team. So I'm gonna not risk. I don't want to risk buying him and him being like a 60 overall. The only thing that dragged me into buying him is because on the little bit where you look at your stats, the tick boxes are height, jumping, I think it was, or heading, strength, and sprint. And that's what sort of striker I wanted. Someone like Lukaku, but if you looked at how much he was worth, sorry, he wasn't worth a lot of money, which says to me he isn't really that good of a player. But anyway, we go into this game here against Norwich. Now, last episode I know I wanted to up the difficulty level. I wanted to put it up to world class because I felt like, I've had enough of professional now. I'm scoring easy, 2, 3 goals a game. It's pretty easy for me. But here we start off with Baines. He goes in, cuts inside, goes for a finesse actually. And I should have known who it was, but I didn't actually know it was Baines. I thought it was one of the strikers, so I went to a finesse, being confident, but unfortunately it goes over, and we was not allowed a goal. But here Barkley passing it through to Kone, back heel to Rafinha. He's gonna go for a shot here, and unfortunately hits at the post, and we try to go for another shot. Unfortunately denied by the defender. Barkley here is looking for some space. He's gonna cut back in, gonna go for a shot, and unfortunately blocked by the defender, and over the head clearance. So not too good the first half. Then we go into the substitutes at half time. We're going to go look to change the team up actually, because if you look at the energy, it's low, and we want to have the advantage in the second half to be able to go out and hopefully win it. If you look here, I'm just going to look at some players, because in the 4-4-2 I actually do play a centre attacking mid and a CDM. So like I say, Barkley's the sort of cam, then we'll play a CDM next to him, so it sort of balances out the midfield. But we do that, then they come with attack in half time. Snodgrass goes for a shot, but unfortunately hits at the post for him, and Tim Howard picks that one up. But you can see here, they go on the attack here actually. They pick up the ball from a throw in, and they're going to pick up an easy goal here. Dennis just finesses it round Tim Howard to make it 1-0 in the 81st minute, which is unfortunate for us. Like I say, we did lose that one, 1-0, but what can you do? And coming back onto world class, it is a little bit different, but it's going to get some getting used to. And like I say, hopefully these signings will help us progress better. Now, what I want to do is change the formation up as well. I feel like 4-4-2, the midfield feels a bit, not as good. Whereas you play a formation like a 3-5-2, you got your CDMs, your cams, whereas you have that in the 4-4-2, but it's not the same. So I want to play a sort of different formation. So we're going to change that round. Now, we actually did submit an offering for this guy. Now, I was actually, thinking, should I sign him? I'm going to put squad roll, squad rotational, because we're able to get him. But we're going to see what they come back saying. He only wants 3 grand a week as well, so that sort of says to me as well, you know what, he's not He's not a good player. He's not a high overall player. Now, Inter Milan come back about their centre back. Now that he wants 70 grand a year. Now that proves to me he's gonna be a key player. He can be a player that obviously wants a lot of money, but then again, he could be a high overall player. I'm going to say he's in like high 70s. I haven't actually looked, so it's going to be interesting to see. But we sell Osmond here actually. Osmond goes to Sunderland for 700,000, which could be a bad idea on my behalf. But I need to get rid of some players. I need to sort of get a team straight. Like I say, at the start of the season, when we bought players like Rafinha, Miachi, I don't actually know what I was thinking. Now here, shocking news, Leighton Baines requests to be transferred. Now, you see there, I feel like I want to come to the end of my time at this club. I feel like I have to move. Now, here I was thinking, you know what? In the past, I've had it on FIFA 13 when players asked to leave, and I haven't put them up on the transfer window. The club have sold them for like, way less than they're actually supposed to sell for. I know that's happened in quite a few people's career modes, so I didn't want to have that happen to me. So I went ahead and put him on the transfer list, like, there's nothing I could have done. I had to do it because I didn't want him to go less than how much he's worth. £6.5 million is a lot of money for a left back. So he's one of our best players. So if he had to go, he had to go. But obviously I didn't want him to. So hopefully he stays at the club. Hopefully that happens. But here we're gonna go in. We're gonna have a quick sim game against West Brom because West Brom, like I say, what a good thing about the career mode is as well. I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this before. Is how you can't see their team before the game. It's sort of more realistic. But then again, is that a good factor? Because I don't really take into account what players they have. I just put up the team I've got at the time, and then just play. Also, you can see our team here. We do have our two strikers being Kone and Morelas. Now, I really need to change that around. We really need to sort this team out. Like I say, it's not something that's like, I don't know. It's just this team. It seems to be like very 70 overall players. I need the high 80s, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want, high 80s overall players. But we lose that game, unfortunately, 2-1. Now, Ryo Miachi, an offer coming from Sunderland again. So Sunderland have gone ahead and bought, I do believe, Osmond. And now they're trying to sign Ryo Miachi now. People are wondering why sell him. Just because I feel like I need to clear out. I feel I need to sort the team out. Sign the players I actually do need instead of players that I wanted. But here, the striker comes back, and I'm thinking, you know what? Should I accept it? Should I just, risk? Not risk it, but 250,000. Should I actually just spend that? Just see what he's like or not? That's gonna go down, and we're gonna stall that instead. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like on the video and a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Thank you all for watching.